Yeah, for me that was really just unnoticed. Like
Schaefer, mate, I'm timing you out right now.
These guys are with the fundamentals back there.
It's a 30 seconds right there.
They really shocked everyone with the level of teamwork these guys.
We got SEN on defense, we got Furia on attack.
Cortese on the run.
Dude, that's fast on this one.
Alan, that's the Viper out of the picture. That's mid completely exposed, and it activates a rotate from SEN, who know the side of the map is just so weak.
It's just insane. How many are you up to? 60? 60 altogether. And you had some tier 2s earlier. The Oiler is Oiler.
Fury have every
yeah, well, this is a dumb pistol. For sure, we can say thank you, mate. Vix, thank you so much, man.
Frankly, nothing seems to be sticking.
It's actually insane from you today. I really do appreciate it.
You saw that Redux was aware someone was going to be in that position.
If anyone got gifted, please add Vix was here with a Z.
Artson is just right there to shoot him in the side.
I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for doing that.
Cortese in mid because he just got deleted instantly.
60 all in one day.
Astonius, he's just playing so close alone against.
And you gave some bits earlier as well, man. Appreciate you as well for doing that.
In theory, he was in a crossfire, in fairness, but I don't think he expected that.
Did we find out what Premier's on full sense now? We just don't know, man. I just don't know. Weird that he's not an English-speaking team. You're right. His English is so good.
Against a comp that's just going to be.
I guess we'll never know.
You're not going to make use of Sage to slow him down in mid. Why be so close? Here's the fast lane Wyatt. Alan doesn't actually spot Redux tucked close, but Twila moves out to clean him up with the Phantom. Trades here are positive for Fury. They are well and truly
the plan got the judge set up. Sure. Joan has a bandit, maybe can do a little bit of damage.
Who certainly do not want to lose any more players. This was a large investment. Well, there's one gone already with the bandit. It's pretty good at that range.
Alan just running at Cortesia. Not the end of the world, though. Up to Joe, and now in a 1 versus 2. Pretty sharp stuff from the newcomer. Almost last nerve as well. 8 points of health.
Yeah, almost was the end of the world, actually.
That's kind of insane that they got this close.
Pretty outrageous from SEN.
Yeah, no matter what, that is unbelievable damage. Kinda feel like they should have won that. Did Alem overheat?
Wins that fight with the bandit, recovers the rifle, gets another. SEN are more than happy about the result in that round. Even though Ewok looks like
yeah, I mean they're already stressed, man. Your coach is already stressed after seeing that. This is some buys here. So not a bonus. Just wait, it's a little weird. 2 are buying, Koala Noob's not. I don't know what's going on. It's an NA buy, but it's not a full NA buy. It's still like a half buy. One's bonusing. On attack, I guess at least Koala can bait. Maybe one of these guns will drop.
So much so that Mana tried to pick up the judge every single round in their next split game because Alum actually destroyed them. Let's see if SEN can do a better job of, actually managing, controlling how far the Neon can get as far as closing the gap on them.
The rhythm for Furia has been pretty consistent.
It's been nice from Furia. It's a lot of early map control they get.
Pressure, and then a noise cut.
SEN have got to do something. They have no info. Sage will help us a little bit over towards A. But
connect meaningfully. It's Redux able to take Koala Noob down though, and Sentinels are dug in on this side. They've had enough time as well to get settled, and Jerwin is tearing through Furia.
Yeah, I mean, nicely done from Cortese on this one. Furia, what enough they're going to be buying here? They're still going to force buy this. Maybe they get a judge and then they have a sheriff with this as well. I don't really know.
Space, but gets kind of congested back sight, and then while the judge was
it was a little weird on the buy here.
Yeah, Jerwin slide right in there. Free first kill, adjust the positioning. Great time for the stun. And you can see even that player in heaven, for SEN, they weren't able to get any kills, but they stalled out anyone being able to help Alum, so he was just completely isolated on site.
Yes, they force and they go double Bucky on attack.
We just talked about in the previous round. We've seen him sort of make the bum rush down mid a couple of rounds.
And Furia are just on a full force here, 2 shotguns.
Shotgun's making the play fast through middle. Could have been doable.
Stun is good, but Alum, regardless, he can't feel comfortable to actually just dive in there.
Playing close here on the corner. This could be nice. At least good for 1. Awkward. That snake bite could be a problem, but Alum is able to avoid it. Now we're actually walking up in a beat. It's just contact here behind this Omen smoke by Furia.
Look at this from SEN.
What a weird round, man.
Into the site ignore Alum for now.
He can't do
Focus
anything.
on where the other players could be coming from.
He's going to pull out the classic and go for it. It's not a great spot for the Neon to be. Alum's managed to commit to the site, so he needs to close the gap, and Artazine gets
Considering
in there.
default.
Artazine trying to find his time, but Qualu just swings that corner on him. This is starting to fall apart for Sentinels now,
Holy,
especially
I mean,
with
they
Artazine
did good.
finding his
Furia here.
third.
Qualu winning that is a
FSP.
little insane.
Needs to try and salvage now. It's looking pretty rough.
Artazine definitely could use his ult into this one if he wanted to delay.
Away
See
from
how late
Koala
time
Noob
gets.
Now Crossfire set up and wait.
Great first shot on Koala. Oh, that's going to connect, though.
I respect
Oh,
it.
what
I
a round
respect
from
the
Artazine,
commitment
man. He
of the
was
Steel
calm
Guardians.
on
It's
this
an
one.
important round for Furia. They
Saved him a
forced
little bit
into
here as well.
Artazine
Their money
exits
was
with
in a
7
weird
kills.
spot.
Jonah just tried to get that swing right before his weapon would have gotten taken away, but Artazine was super ready on that angle. That's a crucial moment in the round. Redux is playing top box. There's no one to swing for him. Cortezio was tucked on default, so just a misunderstanding between the two players of what they were trying to accomplish, and they both get isolated there. Frustrating for Sen, given that they had a good rotation into the site. They weren't giving Alum opportunity to get anything done with that Bucky, but they just do not position
So many
themselves
Buckies
well
right
enough
now.
to deny the hit from main.
Get 3 on the defense. I mean, they go heaven.
Proper main hits coming out here from Furia.
Am I mad in thinking that we have 3 Buckies? Why is none of them heaven?
And they are going to have to play in spots that can abuse them. Joe in here pushes straight through, and Nerve is waiting for him. Sentinels had no choice but to stand up and deliver, and Alum has the right gun for the job. It's on Cortezia in a 1 versus 5.
Furia have been relentless with the early
Damage? I
round
mean, yeah,
pace.
the HPs are low.
Just committing that
Confirm that they're low.
early
Dude,
paranoia
Hamster
up towards
keeps
ramp.
destroying the
Alum is
water
sliding
bottle.
in there with the judge. They get that space straight
What are you
away.
doing, my guy?
Sen have not been able to contend with these early round fights at all.
That round I'm gonna forgive just because the weaponry really wasn't there. But in general, yeah, these early thrusts have always been good for Furia. It's kind of after the fact when it
It's
started
an
to fall
interesting
apart.
setup. It was weird to have
Maybe
the
there's a world
Bucky
where
on
like
site.
Furia can find timings to try and pop or disrupt this. But Wyatt, so far it seems like they've just been getting overwhelmed on these sites.
Sen are going to call their first timeout right now. Which, by the way, in this game, just to further set the stakes, the winner of this just go through. This is for straight up playoff qualification for either side, and whoever loses is going to be fighting for their life in the last week. So a lot on the line for both of these teams.
Yeah, I think if Sentinels are able to win this series, things get really funky next week in terms of the teams that are still fighting for that last playoff spot.
Whoever wins this locks in
Also,
playoffs.
100 Thieves, they win their game today against Crew, and if Furia win the game
I wouldn't
today,
be so
then
sure
that means
about
that 100
this.
Thieves are in, and then Sen against NRG
No, 'cause
is
you
a
could have-
straight up do or die.
You
for
could have
both of those
everyone
squads
ending
in the
on
last
3-2
week.
pretty much.
So there is so much on the line for the teams in the server, also for the teams watching right now. This is
That's
a
what
really
they're saying
big
on
game.
broadcast?
Creeps up on you very quickly in these 5-week stages.
Yeah.
Shaw and Ewok going head-to-head in terms of the coaching booth. It's up to Ewok to come up with an answer because this early push from Furia has
I
been
wouldn't feel crazy
undeniable.
confident about that,
There
but
is a
sure.
resting utility,
The broadcast
right?
has been wrong
Stage
before,
here, but
yeah,
you don't
multiple
have that
times
traditional
actually.
bias. Harder to keep the Neon quiet, but Alum's hardly been the main issue for Sentinels here.
Yeah, between those two coaches, look, Ewok, not a whole lot of time to work with. Shaw's been
The broadcast
just
is correct
grinding
this
with
time.
his team throughout
Okay, we
the
like
whole
that.
off-season into kickoff. Just so much
There's
more
the chance that the broadcast and
shot from
solo
Joe.
chatter is wrong.
Cojones to swing that a second time, bro, into the relay bolt is wild, and it pays off.
And then Redux took a little peek over towards B main. Wow, what a timing from Nerve.
Good from Redux though.
Redux here, eyes for heaven. Maybe not expecting another push. Oh, Redux has been getting caught a couple of times with that B main push. Koala Noob just has a feeling for the timing that Sentinel's Omen player can't respond to.
Koala really
Could
wanted,
Omen
he could
if
go
he
for a
wanted
crazy
to.
teleport, but he's just going to
Yeah,
stick
I'm
it
not saying
here.
he should, but
How can they play
well,
together?
the TP up here is
Try and win
great.
out this 2 versus 3. EU's a bit of contact. Wow, just a swing out.
Okay, some confidence there, but it's going to be EU on his own
Hey,
regardless.
he has an op, Joe.
Joan looking dangerous, has the op to play with there from upper.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's just a
We'll say
straight up
Jowen's been
walk
looking
out
really
by
good,
EU.
man.
Undone as Jerwin gets his 10th frag.
Yeah, he's been looking great.
He's looking so
Can't
good
seem to
right
do it
now.
all.
Look, you could absolutely feel the impact that it had when he was able to finally join up with the team in the second week. And this is looking like, hey, we might be on pace for his most dominant map so far with a 10-4 stat line. You know, he said joining this team, playing with the veterans that they've got in Jonah, John, and with Coach Ewok, that he's really trying to find the balance between still having autonomy as a duelist player that has mostly been in challengers for almost the entirety of his career and was amazing there. But also, it's trying to find that balance between being controlled.
Okay, forced into this one. Koala's considering if he wants to buy an op, no armor.
Right. And that was something that
Definitely considering it.
Like, working with this guy was kind of like when he was working with Monyet in Pacific, like trying to hone the raw.
I'd be a little devastated that he didn't here. He could have held this angle.
6 rounds into the game.
Think he's meant to TP this? Oh, especially if he had died here. Imagine it. God, Teva locked him in. Yeah, that's nice. So they punched it so well with the Teva. Koala noobs here. Oh, he got double TP with the smoke. And they can't see the smoke yet because the smoke's blocking it. So they might not consider it until they see it. Wait, they might not see it. Wait, this smoke went. They might not actually consider that he's here. Drops off anyway.
Jonas sends the Trailblazer.
Keep an eye on the flank on mid.
Close corner is clear. All the Furia playing towards the back of the site.
Considering Artsin had the wall, maybe he could have walled here before he left them.
Ready for it. Smokes the middle of the fight. That is so disruptive here for Sentinels who are trying to get in. Alan speculating, trying to find some form of damage. Still 3 Furia players up, and that should be enough. It's on John now. Shotguns coming at him through the smoke. It's a nightmare scenario. And frankly, John's got too much
it's
to shoot
win one, lose one for Sen,
really
forcing Dante and Eco.
Well, having the Ards in contingency, but then also Koala throwing down some nice smokes to be able to anchor around in the site. Alum really serving as a distraction there, backside playing around that smoke that was on the spike. Oh, I mean, just being able to run around with the LG, like they're still not able to get the kill on him. Yeah, he doesn't get a kill, but I mean, he's so annoying.
John KD is back, baby.
That is.
He's 2 and 6.
That was the Sen trade-off. You know, the whole thing in kickoff was John doesn't need IGL. He's off the leash. We're going to just let him pop off, and he did. But they feel like, you know, as a whole, he will be providing more value to the team by picking up the IGLing again.
He's more unleashed.
Triple Bucky, they put the Viper into it.
Joan is able to help him out on the comm side of things.
This is going to be interesting.
Maybe we get a listen in later on.
Do we try trigger the wall eventually with the Omen? I think we might be doing it now. Smoke?
This is going to make that bounce over towards A little bit more problematic.
We'll see. Wouldn't be against Joan trying to go in this with the Bucky, really.
Mindful that, you know, Joan is prowling, or was prowling to try and take contact. He's got a shotgun this round, though.
One thing as well, I want to give
Furia this is interesting for Sen. Last time we saw Sen play, they were left middle. They walled heavy over towards here, and then they had the Viper smoke here. They come with a completely different game plan on this one. Just walls primarily here, now over towards A. They are trying to make it hard to adapt to seeing the demos and it being completely different.
EU eventually slips in there for whatever reason. Sentinels feel like back screens is safe, but they've got no coverage there. Just John inside elbow. And the Classic is just not going to cut the mustard against Alum, running him down with a judge.
Yeah, also the mental damage you are suffering as Alum is just running it down with the judge and finding so many kills.
And just let them in. I mean, they got Buckies.
It really does activate a level of frustration.
Do you think again, Bucky's over towards A Heaven might help them out here a lot, like but it's fine.
Massive pace difference in this round.
Such a small thing.
And they pick things apart. They get into Heaven, they work their way over towards defense side spawn. Get into screens, they defeat the John QT elbow position. Like, they've just denied all the rat angles.
I think that's also based on a trap that 100 Thieves fell into when they lost that really long OT game against Sen. When they played some of the rounds out late that they were losing to, like, eco/semi-buys, it was because of Cortezia having a shotgun. It was because of Sage slows in the choke, and then they're getting mollied.
Which region is your favorite to watch? Normally Pacific, man. Pacific's always been, like, the most fun to watch. Americas is very fun in the Neon meta, though.
They're able to be more systematic with it, at picking things apart.
Americas is the most fun at the moment, just purely because Pacific, you got like 3 teams, maybe 4 teams that don't really compete with the others at the moment.
Really good here. Man, honestly, there's not a lot of stopping power. I don't think the Sage is it.
And on top of what I'm saying as well, right? It's
like Pacific is normally fun to watch. At least
when
we had like more methodical metas, they were fun because they would be a lot faster.
And those guys are useless.
Shoulder peeks here for
but now everyone kind of plays like APAC with double duelist.
Play contact. That gets harder this round with the smoke in his face, but Slow orb means that it might still have a chance to peer down mid at a relevant moment. Furia don't
EMEA, dude, I will say EMEA are fun to watch in terms of Eternal Fire. Like Eternal Fire third right now. I think they're very fun to watch. Eternal Fire are crazy right now.
Art's in there with the spike.
This wall will go down and let Alim through.
Yeah,
no
I'm
one's
kind of
actively watching.
Waiting for the Alim activation moment of throwing up the wall, sending a relay bolt.
What about K-Corp? Yeah, not so much the K-Corp.
But it doesn't seem like that's going to come to fruition. They're just gathering back up for the A main. But look at that. Koala Noob throws a smoke over towards Mail to make it seem like there might still be something happening at Vents, and Jerwin has to be concerned of that.
Denied for the second
Great
time.
stun.
He wants to try and play contact again. The answer is no. Jerwin now will deal with Koala Noob as he tries to TP up onto Rafters. This does leave Furia short-handed. With only 30 seconds left in the round.
This is SEN going back to their old game plan in terms of the smoke that was here. Definitely when they look a little comfier. But we'll say Furia, even though they're going to lose this round, you would imagine, they do kind of just get a 1v1. This could be doable. I'm interested to see how Furia react after seeing the smoke here. I would imagine after seeing this, they B split a lot. And they break the wall here, or they like B fake, break the wall, and then hit over towards A. We'll see. They win the 1v1. This is actually doable.
A really late haunt here around a defuse attempt that could be massive.
This could be a sick position from EU to play with.
But that Vice wall over towards Heaven as well. So when they commit towards site, they're going to know that they're all here. They just cleared over towards B. They legit know they're all coming through spawn right now.
Oh, the timing!
Dude, this is a great fatal timing. Yeah.
And the Nightfall as well. Decaying on down. Some extra information.
Holy, what a lovely 2v4 from them.
Furia short-handed
big man.
Entire round.
Yeah, I mean, SEN, man. It's a rough one for them. John had to get one, really. Either John had to get one or his reaction should be going B main instead of backside. God, he got popped.
That is a really fantastic.
God, it's a nice shot from EU, though. I gotta give him that.
Who I think
we don't need audio for that.
No, we don't. In so many facets of the, I mean, listen, we've heard the players say before they have to turn down Koala Noob's audio in Discord when they're playing. He's a little bit too loud anyway, so you know, production took care of that for us. So that's fine with me.
Yeah, Gianni's got some lungs on him, no doubt about it.
Force him down to an eco. Furia looking back.
Round and win. I don't know if that's something you want to rely on every round. They really clutched up, but again, the money is in the bin for Sentinels. John QT with the Bucky on the close corner. It's going to be a trade. I'm always going to be there with a judge of his own. This is going to draw Jerwin across. In fact, he was awful close to getting called out there. Redux inside the smoke. I mean, this guy has had to really work overtime.
Even an EU, he's on one of the fastest flanks we've seen, and he can call his team back.
That's pretty outrageous, but look at this.
And they just dodge him in middle, but Cortesia heard them. It's weird from EU to face that. I thought he would tuck and spawn, but maybe he thought it would be too obvious.
They could play with the better weapons now in the post plant. Maybe Cortesia has an opening with this timing, but he'll have to do something with the classic unless he closes the distance.
The Bucky's just horrific here for him. You're right.
Oh, what a nightmare. Let's Jerwin take the timing. Right, he's hitting some shots. He's hitting some shots. The Arts in EU combo right now is
good. And when we've had the comms listening to the comms as well, which we'll get with them at some point in this match, I've just loved how they're operating as a team. They have such an understanding of where they need to go on the map, dependent on the utility that the enemies are using. You hear a lot of amazing calls from EU, in particular, Koala and Artsin. They're so good at working the map together. Their comms are so clean. They're not over-comming with each other. And I feel like you can just see that play out in these mid-rounds. It's all being executed so well.
Call them double heaven. They could easily go side here.
Being forced to play aggressively on these chokes.
He didn't want to go heaven after last round. It's a kill free smoke on ramp.
Yeah, was he just spammed down in the smoke? It's possible. But that's what happened with Jonah. He's now going to re-clear ramp, so Nerve might be in a bit of trouble here. That's a
great low jump out.
Jerwin on the angle.
Yeah, full awareness there from Jonah P that Jerwin can be set up for success there. Now,
I mean, SEN have lost some bad rounds, but this one should be impossible.
Had an amazing clutch couple rounds back, but this one might just be out of his grasp. And so Sentinels, flawless round. In fact, they take a summon total of no damage.
John might go the whole half without using his res, right?
Straight up a pop, which, hey,
like what we spoke about earlier, it's a little situational sometimes with the Sage. But also if you don't do the setups that enable that, a little on you as well.
One going for the play. And then Sen activate into a really nice retake of that ramp side of the map. Jonah gets the dog, spots out Nerve.
On top 4 mechanically because they have to focus more on comms and help stuff, for sure.
Feels like a situation as well.
Let's do the side-by-side comparison of when John was calling and when he wasn't calling.
It's been pretty instrumental for this SEN team to have his experience.
That explains what goes on when you're IGLing and how much more you have to think about where your brain power is going, essentially. Yeah, this is a cool idea, though. The judge forced through their smoke after they saw it. Yeah, this is them looking at the demos and realizing they've gone back to their normal play.
Yeah, that's been a tough one to get past, but look at this presence inside screens. Koala Noob is so deep, but they are not ready for this timing.
Close to all.
If he watching from spawn, I tell a lie. Now though, there's some space bought by Furia that's still guarded, but they're going to have to reckon with the fact that
Nerve kind of on top of the fact that they're probably going to rest Heaven.
That's pretty heads up from Redux. He gets the spot, jumps back around the corner, John gets the swing, and while this poison cloud is up, they're just going to go ahead and get a free res. So Sen should absolutely be able to take this 4th round down. Crossfire from Furia, but denied by the poison cloud going up.
Ready spot from Arzine. Oh, he doesn't see that. Radisi doesn't want to act. Fair enough. He has Nerve out in the open, though. Arzine, where does he put himself? It doesn't matter. Nerve is crushing here. Cortezia has a line on Arzine that he's not prepared for.
Close. They nearly used their Viper smoke against them.
Run back here at the end of the first half, but it really feels like those successful moments, they come few and far between.
Yeah, and it also just came from Furia trying to switch into a very fast A-pop style for just the 2 rounds back-to-back. Didn't work. 2 rounds, EU gets caught pushing out of ramp alone. And there was that really nice kill as well where Koala was going for the play, but Redux spots him out and John gets the swing. That was nice to find the advantage. And then play to the Sage res. Sen doing a lot right on those final 2 rounds to get themselves in a position where they can make a comeback.
Yep, 4 rounds in at 8-4. Furia lead at the half. We've got more split for you right after this.
How do you think Neon will be nerfed? They'll do, I reckon Riot will do fuel and accuracy when sliding would be my guess. Something along that line. That feels like their kind of style. We'll see though. I think Jonah could be a caller, so John can frag more. I mean, sure, but then you gotta restart everything. Then you kind of just like I think Jonah P could be a good IGL, but that's a process that's gonna take some time, man. You ain't getting any results this year with that. Morning Lotus with the Prime, appreciate that. Thank you. Would accuracy affect the Neon judge play? I mean, yeah, if you're sliding and you don't get crouched accuracy, then for sure. That's why the judge is so broken with the Neon, because you're sliding, moving, you get full crouched accuracy. They did it, so it was like, I don't know, man. I don't know how they'll do it.
How clean! Some of these rounds have been from Furia.
If it's just for judge, I would do same as the circles as big as when jumping.
But the one constant for Furia
need to nerf the jump on the Neon. Yeah, I mean that's a route that they can go as well.
Throwing himself into the fight, creating space.
You can't jump when you're using fuel.
And giving Furia a foothold for a post.
We'll see, man.
Yeah, Sen were able to get those last 2 rounds.
But like all the jet mains are just really waiting for Neon to get nerfed though.
It came from Furia just going for some fast A hits.
Like assist with the Prime, appreciate the 23 months. Thank you for that.
First picks went the way of Sen, and then they were able to put together some really competent fundamental play after that to ensure that they won those rounds, just picking apart the
or just buff the Sentis, yeah.
Question now is just,
that works.
Can they keep this, bit of momentum going?
But I think they'll slow buff the Sentis. They'll slowly revert some of the stuff or power creep a little bit from the 2025 change.
Players hiding inside this smoke. Top mid for Furia.
Yep, they are ready for that to drop and take a fight, and it looks like.
Yeah, and there's a number advantage here.
Oh my goodness, they are.
There is no reason.
Oh, it's a good stun on that as well. He flashed out stun in reaction. That's another thing that maybe needs to get spoken about. Is not many reactive bits of util these days. The stun is so fast.
Bar none. the best pistol rounds in America.
You could try that angle as well, but it's like an equip.
No. There's always a theme. You know what? Today they turn up in tutus. Tomorrow it's going to be in pirate outfits. It doesn't matter. There's always an idea. And Jonah P has to reckon now with a 3v1 scenario where he has 20 points of health. Man,
double
no
pistol
one
for
is doing it like these
Furia.
guys.
No, they really aren't.
I'm first try.
And
Thank
that's
you as well,
honestly-
man. Appreciate the 11 months.
I
Appreciate
think
the
as
Prime
well,
usage.
That's indicative of how much work Furia
Is
put
it impressive
in
how
the
much better Bo's the
off-season
shooting
into
got?
kickoff, ironing out how
I mean, he
good
goes
the
through
fundamental
stages,
team
man.
play is with these guys,
I
that
think
they
it's like
can
when his team knows what
really
he's doing and he has
afford
to
to
think
get
less,
into,
then
like,
he's got
the
pretty good aim.
nitty-gritty of the
I mean, look at him in
gameplay
clutches
and
as well,
get
man. His
a
aim's
bunch
always
of
good. He's always
weird
pretty
pistol
smart.
rounds,
When he gets to
weird bonus
focus on
rounds
just
strats
him,
together that
he's
they
not
can
as
throw
bad as
teams
people
off
think he
and
is.
have a wealth of those at their disposal, you know? Because as far
Yeah,
as
he is fragging heavy.
getting their good comps on lock, they've been good with that all year. The fundamentals have been good all year, so they can focus
It's a simpler
on other things
meta.
like
It is a
hiding
simpler
3 guys
meta.
in a smoke on your pistol round against SEN that they'll probably never do again. But it won him the pistol and split today.
It was an inspired moment. And honestly, in terms of snatching up this first map, it was a
Joen.
big deal.
Heavy armor gets
Poison
dropped
orb
an
in mid.
outlaw.
Sentinel's very
Jonah
wary
P
that
drops
he
him an
might be
outlaw.
lurking within
The
those
double
depths.
judge.
Because it kind of goes back to that narrative.
We got 4 with
Furia
heavy
got all this
armor,
time together.
but
SEN, they don't have time to think
the
about
person that he
putting
might get a
guys
duel
in
against does have
playing
light
for
armor.
like a month.
I'm
They
sure he's
have
going to
other
re-peek
stuff to
though.
focus on.
Love this
They
from
have
EU.
bigger picture
Even though
stuff
he
to
knows
worry
they're
about.
against
I would think for no
Eco, he
reason
doesn't
at all
re-peek
why
her. He
Furia
just
came
baits in the
into,
judges.
this year in general looking insanely
These two
prepped.
need to relax a little bit. They could give him some
And
guns.
It felt like, yeah, some level of it too was just like a natural chemistry these guys had.
Please, bro. Oh,
A little scary though, but
Which, by the way, we haven't even mentioned because well,
they
it
kind of
hasn't
realize how much of a
mattered.
big win it was now when they look at that damage and see the outlaws on the floor as well.
Set him up to pop
Dark
off.
Phoenix with the tier 1.
So
Appreciate the
I'd love to see
35
SEN
months.
putting that
It's a
level
long
of
time from you, mate.
investment
Thank you.
in Their duelist player, you know, in his few debuting weeks here, but on that round wasn't particularly helpful. Yeah.
This is a push. This is a simple push off that B side.
Yep. And now SEN, they will fear the fact that Furia are absolutely willing to just
I mean, he was the Eco Crow right here, bro. He ran at them. He actually hunted for Ecos, so let's be honest. Let's say it how it is. He sniffed out the Ecos and he was all over it.
Yeah, he's Eco Cobring, top of the scoreboard. So SEN get punished for going too fast, walking down mid. They get punished for going too slow with a wrap out from the B side. And now
1 for 1 here is very nice.
Into this B side of the map here and try and get some foothold
Yeah,
on
they
this
didn't
side.
expect the second judge.
Jonah wisely steps back onto this one. There's
Great little bait from side from EU. They play so well together.
that is just a
Like when
sick
you
setup
see
for
like
Furia.
2
That
people
completely
fighting from
boomed them.
Furia,
Ready
it's
for
very together,
if
man.
SEN go for the B take, great. We have the
Ice
relay
with the
bolt
Prime.
to stop
Appreciate
them
the
from
3
getting in
months.
right away,
Thanks
so
for
we
that.
can have a safe teleport across. Jerwin gets in there, he's caught in the crossfire, Alum swings out for the 1, and then you would think that's all that's
I
gonna
have
be
a new
happening
main
on B,
now,
right?
Rip
There will be
Overwatch. Wait, was
another guy with the judge
were you
waiting.
the
We can just
Genji
go
main?
forward and take the site now, right?
then now
There's
you
always
change it
another
to
guy.
this?
There's another guy with the judge waiting, so Furia just have an additional layer of cringe ready to go in the site with the judge. So
Hey, mate.
cooked.
well, Cortezia was armored
That's funny.
for a time. Not so much now. This basically puts this round.
Need to summarize of how 100 Thieves beat Crew.
Sitting in B main, frankly.
Crew are 3-0 up,
has
so they didn't
some
really
time to
practice
contemplate
bind
his
because
navel
they're essentially
his
in
gun skill.
playoffs already. So
And so Furia,
they've been
again, there's
neglecting
always protocol.
bind.
We've already
So
seen
100
here
Thieves
on
picked bind,
this
and
defense
it
side.
looked like
They've
a map
already
diff for
conditioned
sure.
They already conditioned Sentinels to
And
slow down.
then
round
Haven,
2, they punished
honestly,
the fact that they slowed
I think
down.
100
Round
Thieves
3,
could have won
they
Haven
fight
as well,
through the
I would say.
extremities.
They
Also,
got a
just gonna
little
go back
unlucky
to
to not
this is
win a
what we were
pistol.
saying
Would have been
on the
overtime.
pistol round.
It was
They
very
had
high level
time to
Haven.
come in with
And then
another
split.
little weird bonus
I
round
would
play
say
of
that
setting up this
100 Thieves
double
snowballed well,
judge
double
bait
pistol.
play in B main on a bonus round.
High level
that's
split
not
as
gonna
well.
be a default
These
approach.
guys just have the time to get in the lab and have a bunch of silly little rounds like this.
It was, in my opinion, it was a
Dynamite
pretty
doesn't
good,
confirm
it was a pretty
Koalu's
good
in the core.
loss to
I think
have.
that goes even worse for Sentinels.
Like
I don't
they'll
even know if
VOD
they
review
check
and they'll actually be like, dude, honestly,
Joen has to flick
it wasn't that bad.
his head to the left in order to see that player, and it ends up being traded at best.
felt like 100 Thieves had some
Very,
good
very
reads. Sage
difficult
stuff
game
was
here for
nice.
Sentinels to play.
Pistols
Feels
was
like
good.
going up against an
They found the
opponent
gaps
who
all the time.
1 to 2 steps
Maybe
ahead at all times.
maybe Crew got
And
a
now
little
they need to
exploited
take
in terms
another
of some of their rotate reads.
impactful timeout to discuss what their overarching
Also.
overarching approach needs to be against a team that is showing you a different look for every single round of this second half.
Yeah, different looks, so many more layers. And again, it's like the SEN team that have had Jerwin on stage for this is week 3. They've been scrimming with these guys for a little bit over a month, something like that, that Ewok has had.
Imagine if EG beats them next week.
All structured out, you know, the time of actually
EG is a weird one, man.
So
I will also say as well, EG
kind of winging it. They're still working out the
because they
communication
picked
structure.
up
They're still getting their rookies
FNS
up
as
to speed,
co-streamer,
whereas,
right?
yeah,
So they're
Furia,
making a big run to
they
try
still have a
prove
couple
to
rookies
Riot that
coming
they should be
through,
in
you know, rookies to the
franchising
league and Element.
for next
They're
year, at least like
calling
partnership,
their
whatever it's
rookie
called.
balance, which is hilarious because
I
it's
do
just
think the
grinding
EG,
since
Probably has
the
most
org
official
itself,
matches
are
recorded
probably
of
going to
any
make
The other
changes.
three guys, Art's in.
Because
This
they
is his
want to
third
prove
year
to
in the
Riot,
league.
they're
You
like,
know,
look, we're
kinda
trying.
doesn't feel like it, but it is, right?
We're
He had
trying.
tenure
We're
on
going to spend money in
MIBR
this
for 2
game.
years,
Keep us in for
got a
next
lot
year.
of experience, got
So
the
I would
duelist
imagine
initially.
EG changed some
EU's
stuff.
been in the league forever. Koala, he was playing with Ghost Gaming back in 2021.
It looks
Like, these
desperate.
guys have been
Oh, for
around
sure looks
forever. They have
desperate,
a lot of
but they might
experience,
fall
and
for it.
I think also why you hear them communicating with each other so well, and SEN just have so much to figure out.
Still a bit to be decided in this map, though. Fury, though, again. We're back to this. We're back to judges for everybody. Now, there's a chance that you catch Nerve here.
Alan with the judge. Has he bought a rifle?
I actually don't know. Generally, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think we might see a similar situation to the pistol here if we're not quick on the pullback from Nerve. Look at this. Like, he's already playing.
Yeah, I like this
Vets
from Furia, though.
back in heaven, knows that they can accelerate on him quickly.
It's good
So he's
info over
willing to
towards
keep
B right
ground,
now.
He suspects the Neon is close.
And Furia have picked up this AWP out of the timeout as well, by the way, with
Ooh,
Koala.
what?
Oh,
Wait.
my God. All right.
What?
Damn.
Oh!
Okay. These guys are really good when the smokes come
Arts
down,
and Soul
huh?
Reed.
Anyone else? Yeah, get this guy one more.
It's a shame it wasn't
Spike
instant,
going loose there as
because...
well. The round has turned into an absolute farce.
Go, mate. Go for it.
I mean, Alan
got
just
mine.
trying to be a great teammate there as well. He's
Yeah,
just
not
trying to
even
stun
Nub's
him,
trying to swing
not
out for
trying
him.
to kill
Oi, mate.
No, bro!
hey,
He's right
what can you do?
there.
Still a sick
I think
round
if the
from Arts.
4-form was a
It'll
little
be in the
cleaner,
highlight
he might have
package.
asked for it.
It'll definitely be in the highlight package. That was a
Because
nasty
the
little 2K,
first
and then
3 here look
so ready for
really
that event
clean.
push from Jerwin.
You get it from his perspective.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
With a phantom, bro. Are you
Oh, they're
kidding?
all really nice.
That is so sick.
Nah, that's huge.
Yeah, these guys on split all year just utterly dominant. On defense, their rotations around their map, around the map. I mean, this is just a pure Furia glaze session, but they're so sick on split. Like, their defense is amazing. Another layer
8
they
goes
have
at
is
it.
they can
Been-
bring out the
it's been
Koala
nice,
Noob
man.
op. Sometimes EU ops. They double opt earlier against NRG as well.
Oh,
And it fried them.
The extremity
And
control
it's happening
is nice.
again.
Yeah, German can get traded at
That's
best.
good trade.
Damage already done. John and German
All
are
forms
down.
on site,
You
they
feel like
isolate
it smokes
one.
up at the very least here.
Do they descend it in
Frankly,
with the
you can
wall up?
dog off
Yes,
the
they
side
do.
in the post fight. It doesn't suck. But I really feel like you're going to struggle to hold on to this round. Alam is still in elbow, and there isn't a great way to clear him from this spot. Just the dog. And
It's
we'll judge
beautiful
it.
to watch,
All
man.
right, well,
And,
That's nice from Fury, man.
I
Back to
think
winning
we
some
utterly
convincing
dominated.
I
maps.
think that map could have been an email, actually, if I'm honest with you. Brutal stuff here, and